Soon after we got clearance, we started our island exploration. First we went to visit Gauvain's grave. Then we toured on to a sacred site. We passed wonderful gardens with a lot of palm trees, but the camera ran low on battery, so we only have a few pictures of that side. It was impressive. However, winds were great, so we decided to pass the channel and go to Jade Akka.
Und Isi, wie fühlt es sich an?
Gut.
Gut.
Immer noch. Ganz an.
It was the first passage on an ocean
Was haben wir jetzt für
for
Wind?
Daniel coming from Switzerland.
26.
We sailed fast along this stunning scenery.
Wir sind gerade mit 8 Knoten unterwegs.
Leaving Atona, we broke the anchor bar roller,
Nachdem ich an dem gebastelt habe,
so I had my first repair in paradise.
im Paradies.
And the reward was a dive.
10-15 Meter.
Ja, der 10.
What a nice place to dip in this part of the Pacific.
Hey Isa!
It's been a while since I practiced freediving. It proves really helpful in these anchorages with a lot of rock. And I managed to see some fish. And I also managed to see a mermaid. After the underwater exploration, we headed to town. We walked along the Queen's Road of Hapatoni. We visited the most important places, like the church and the volleyball court. We met very friendly people, and we started a steep hike. We met savage horses on our way up. We found beautiful views across the anchorage. We saw cows like in the Swiss Alps. But we were too lazy to go all the way up there. So we turned back to the boat, met many locals along the way, had great discussions, and went fishing next Sunday together with the local.
Wir sind da am Tauchen.
Robert took us along with his family to a very nice beach. While he hunted for fish, I was hunting for pictures. Even a small ray passed by, but it appeared as quick as it left, so we don't have any pictures. Robert had filled his bucket with fish in the meantime, so we went for lunch on shore. We had a little picnic and talked a lot. Robert's kids were very good with handling the boat. They drove us back to Hapatoni because we wanted to go and play volleyball. The most famous anchorage on this island was super occupied, so we were happy to be in Hapatoni.
La chauffeuse!
We had the pleasure to go play volleyball with the people of Hapatoni twice. It was super cool. The people of Hapatoni are the nicest on these islands. Many cruisers report big friendships. However, we left a little sad for our next destination.
Ist gerade eine. Ja.
Instead of
ja.
friendly people, we
Hast
met
du
a lot of manta rays here. We anchored in the north of Hivaua. A little trail should take us to a wonderful beach. So we got our hiking shoes and headed to the village. We saw a vanilla plantation, we hiked through backyards, and finally stepped upwards on a small path. We found coconuts on the way, mangoes, papayas, everything. The path turned out to be really well kept. Still, they crossed a few steep slopes. The climate seems to be changing from bay to bay. While we started with a lot of trees around us, somewhere on the top it was pretty dry. We felt at home in this terrain. It reminded us of Swiss hiking areas. Getting towards the beach, however, we felt how different this place is. One family seems to be living here, and as usual, they do copra. There is a freshwater source, and we also found old marais. Palm trees covered everything here. After a long break down at the beach, we headed back. We had passed a few gates on the way here, so I guess they keep the horses on purpose. And we soon got reminded of the books we read when we were kids. We left a marker to help the next hikers. We collected mangoes to have a little picnic and watched the mantas from above. On the way down we gathered a few more mangoes. From the trees, not from the floor though. The manta rays led us back to Jade Akka. There we prepared to go to the next island. We set sail for an overnight dock. Nukuhiva is our next destination.